Welcome back to another episode of Scrolling Out Loud. Today we're just going to be jumping into some straight up assholes.
Are they or are they not?
Well, we're about to find out, but please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'm David.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get comfy. All right, my first one is, am I the asshole for eating a girl's trigger food in class? This just happened and I'm getting a lot of shit from people in class. I, 16 female, in concert choir at my school. I love the teacher, but this class is a joke. We've been working on the same song since January 5th, and we're still not done with the chorus. We only did the chorus. Okay. Our teacher lets us eat in class, and I eat a mix of healthy food and absolute shit in class. Today, I was eating a bag of Doritos, and a girl private messaged me and said that I need to put my Doritos away because she has an ED, eating disorder, and they trigger her. I said no because I was hungry, so she turned on her mic and said, "Hey, OP, Doritos are one of my trigger foods. Can you put your food away?" My teacher said I'm fine, but like half the girls in the class agreed with her and that I need to put them away. My teacher gave me permission to turn off my camera. Oh, 5 years ago. I wonder if this is from
Probably.
COVID. Click. There it is. Okay. District policy is to keep cameras on unless you have a teacher's permission to turn it off. And I thought the problem was solved, but then I started getting texts and messages in the chat that I'm being a bitch. I told them I'm allergic to seafood, so if you're eating sushi, does that mean that I get to tell you to stop because it makes me upset that I can't have it? And they said it's different, so I wanted to know, am I the asshole?
What about Doritos is freaking triggering, one, and then two, I need to know what flavor they are.
Right. Oh, okay. Here we are. I'm wondering if they have like a overeating, because there's so many different eating disorders. I'm wondering if they have an overeating disorder and like that's her favorite thing to eat. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Okay, it's like one thing, like if you're in a classroom and someone's allergic to peanuts and just so much as a freaking dust particle gets near them, they go into...
Right, but it sounds like they're on Zoom.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
No,
I
yeah,
could understand, like,
that, yeah.
Hey, don't eat that kind of thing in here. But Doritos, like, okay, I'm sorry if you've got a whatever it is, or if it's a gluten thing or whatever.
Right.
My Doritos are
My
mine.
problem, yeah.
And plus, we're not in an actual class by the sounds of it.
Yeah, so it
So
sounds
that's
like...
2 times you can off.
Right. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think so. Is voted not the asshole. I don't think she's the asshole.
No.
They are female. I don't think she's the asshole strictly because if you're allowed to eat in class, then you're allowed to eat in class. I don't care if you're eating sushi or Doritos. Pick like it, but I think them being in Zoom makes it
like
that much
and
more.
Again, like it would be different. Like if it was like, again, like peanuts, or if it was like some freaking smelly fish that made the class stink or whatever, then I can understand like putting it away. But just because it triggers your eating disorder, whatever that means.
I mean, the only way I could see this being an issue for being on camera or being like next to a mic, whatever, is if it's loud. The bag.
I would chomp even freaking louder.
Well, the bag and the chomp, but care. you mute your thing, like your
mic.
There we go. I don't know. I don't think she's the asshole at all.
She probably had one get stuck in her, like get turned sideways and get stuck in her gum, and that
been there, done
triggers
that.
her, kind of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't think the asshole.
Just saying. Cool Ranch all the way.
Cool Ranch.
All right. My first one is from Am I the Asshole? And it is only 1 day old.
Oh.
It's, am I the asshole? Is my wife being unreasonable about this concert situation?
Nope.
A couple of weeks ago, my best friend surprised me with tickets to see one of my favorite bands of all time with 2 other great bands in the lineup. My wife and I mutually enjoy these bands very much, and in the past, she wanted to get me tickets to see the headliner, and I asked her not to due to the fact that the original drummer had tragically passed away, and I was very disappointed in the new drummer that they brought in. The band has since brought in a new drummer that I really like, and I'm super excited to see them. Knowing my wife would be bummed to not see this lineup, I suggested to my friend, already knowing what his answer would be, that we make it a double date and I would pay for the additional tickets. He made it very clear that this was a guy's trip and his wife wouldn't enjoy the bands at all, so I left it at that. I finally got around to letting my wife know, and she's pretty upset. I explained to her that it was just going to be a guy's night and we could plan to go to the same concert together another time. I had actually been looking for months for a concert for her and I to go to, but could not find anything that she would like or that we would like together. She suggested that I buy her a ticket and that she would go with us, but in a different section. Our section is already sold out anyway. I told her that it was silly that she couldn't just let it go and let us guys have our night out and I would make up for it. She's still hanging on to it weeks later. Is she being unreasonable or am I the asshole?
I'm torn.
I'm not. You're an asshole.
Oh, okay.
The wife
Explain.
offered to buy you tickets to see this band, regardless of if you didn't like the drummer or not.
Right.
And you told her no. But now that your friend is getting you tickets,
yeah, but
you're going for it.
His excuse is they got another new band.
Another drummer.
Is that his? Okay. Yes. So that part, yes.
And then she'd also made a compromise saying that she wants to go, but doesn't even have to be anywhere near them, that she could go into another section, and he's still saying no.
See, I wouldn't do that because I don't like being alone in a crowd. But
she likes this band too, and she's looking for them to go as well.
So that was where I was torn. I mean, I'm torn all over the place. But so one, if it is a guy's thing, so if you and say your brother wanted to go to, okay, you've been to Chiefs games. I've never been, mainly because I'm a baby and don't like the cold, and most of the time it's cold.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind going to one, but I let you, but I let you have that, and you went with your people. I get that. Cool. But if it was something that I was like, so say it was like a Justin Bieber concert and you went, I would be absolutely livid. I'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, I wanted to go. But the fact that he's making it a boys thing, I think if she didn't offer to buy him the tickets first for them, like buy us tickets, it wouldn't be.
That'd be a completely different story.
Right.
Because she likes this band too. It'd be like, I don't know if they're broken up or not, but like Buck Cherry. Like if there was a Buck Cherry concert and you were looking for tickets and I didn't like their bassist.
Yeah.
But you really wanted to go and I convinced you not to.
I'd be like, no, we're going.
And then this scenario happened. How would that make you feel?
Right. I'd be like, are you kidding me?
And then you wouldn't do what she was wanting to do, which is compromise, going and staying by herself.
Absolutely
in
not.
another section. But so what?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a free world. If she wants to go buy herself a ticket and go, her and a girlfriend go in a different section,
almost be like, hey,
let's carpool.
Your
That's
husband's
it.
being a dick, and so is mine.
Let's go together.
The friend, let's go together and go to our own section.
Just
and
get drunk and have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, but so the other wife doesn't like the band. That's why he doesn't want to.
That's his excuse.
Yeah,
the
but
friend's
if
excuse.
she could be like a fun girl and want to just go and live the vibe of a concert and drink.
Yeah, because
I'd love that. I don't care if I don't know who they are.
You went to Mayhem Festival, which is heavy metal, Slipknot. You don't listen.
I liked a lot of it, but
you don't listen to that kind of music, but you go and have fun. It's the atmosphere is mostly what you have fun with.
I mean, there was a few bands that I did like in there, but there's some that I was like, I'm not about this life. In the Smosh Pit with the greasy, stinky men throwing their hair around, I didn't love it, but yeah, I was still there for the vibe.
Yeah, I just don't understand.
Was he voted asshole?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was a little torn at first because I was like, well, boys thing, I get that. But it almost seems like he doesn't want her to go. And that would push me over the edge to be like, why? Why don't you want me to go? I completely
passed over it. So he had already agreed to this. Oh, yeah,
he said when I got around to telling my wife.
I glanced over that. I was like,
I do remember
this
that.
comment said, how long did it actually take? I'd actually been looking for months for a concert for her and I to go to, but could not find anything she would like. So he was looking, and this concert had to have shown up when he was looking before his friend said so.
Right. Yeah. I feel like I need a notebook for when you're reading. I don't want to interrupt you, and I need to like make notes. I think I should do that so that I remember what I'm thinking.
So I just get so like laser focused in what I'm trying to read because I don't want to fuck up.
Right.
That I kind of miss some of like those like little hidden details. Like, yeah, how long did it take you to let her know?
Right. I did clock that when you said when I got around to telling my wife.
Clocking
I
it.
was like, shut your face. No, yes, asshole.
Yeah, you're just an asshole.
I think he's going around
like you're almost just you tried like fairy dusting it up, saying that
fairy dusting.
I can't think of a word to say.
That's a good one. I'm going to use that.
Saying that your wife likes it and that your friend is that, and then you tried looking for concerts, but no, you kind of just painted yourself as a clear asshole because you know that she likes this. You've been looking, and now that it almost looks like you're just getting this for free.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably said, "Hey, I'm gonna ask."
He probably already knew the other wife doesn't like him. Well,
no, it was almost like one of those things. Like, I'm gonna ask you this question, say no, so I can go back and tell her no.
Or like when you're like, oh, let me talk to my wife.
Make it look like I'm talking to you.
It's always a no.
So blah blah blah. Yeah.
I feel like that's like a marriage thing where you
don't want to do something like, oh, I'll talk to my wife.
Yeah, I'll talk to my wife, and it never comes up.
Oh, what'd your wife say? Oh no, we got something planned.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know.
Some distant relative's birthday.
The dog's getting baptized.
I don't want to go, but if I don't, she'll fucking kill me.
Yeah. Blame it on your wife. Same with like, oh, I'll ask my mom, and then I get a text from the kids like.
And a lot of the time it's because of like certain people that are going to be there, and then like, oh well, so and so's not going. Oh well, actually, the birthday got canceled.
Yeah. Oh, we're not baptizing my dog that weekend. It's the next one. Am I the asshole for asking my colleague if she got rid of her kid yet? Sounds bad, but I will give context. My 30 female colleague, Maddie, 40 female, seems to be a little too invested in my reproductive system. We're not friends inside or outside of work. We occasionally engage in pleasantries. When I first met her 4 years ago, she was talking about her baby nonstop and then asked if I wanted children. I told her no, I did not. She then asked me why and said I may change my mind. I told her then I like children, such as my nephew, but I have no desire to have any of my own and that I will not change my mind. She made a few comments since then about what a lovely mother I would make, and I either ignore her or laugh at her. Fast forward to today. I was having a conversation with another colleague about her granddaughter and my new niece. We were talking about funny things that babies do. Maddie inserts herself into our conversation and says, have you decided to have a baby yet? This annoyed me because firstly, it's none of her business, and I've already told her that I don't want them. Also, stay out of a conversation that you're not part of. I simply said, no, have you decided to get rid of your daughter yet? She looked stunned and then got up and left the office for a bit. She came back moody and didn't speak to anyone. A couple of my colleagues said to me that I was harsh, but my boss and a couple others said that it was a fair reply. So wise other users, give me your opinions. Am I the asshole here?
I mean, I don't know, because I don't deal with people coming up and asking me those kinds of questions and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Right. I mean, it sounds like she's told her several times, I don't want kids, so stop asking. And I feel like a lot of young women go through this. Like, you get a boyfriend, people are like, oh, when are you going to get engaged? And then you get engaged and like, oh, when's the wedding? And then after the wedding, oh, when's the babies? Like, we don't all have to follow that. You know what I mean? So like people push and push and push. So it does get, I mean, I have kids and I got married and I did all the things, but some people don't. Some people don't want kids. Some people don't want.
Okay, but she also said she never once said, please stop asking me that or whatever. All she ever said was, I don't plan on having kids. And people change their minds all the friggin' time. And then she sees you in a conversation talking about kids.
Babies, yeah.
And she's been a part of a conversation about you talking about having kids or they're not having kids. So she could have gotten excited and be like, oh, hey.
Like, oh, does this mean you're having babies? Yeah.
And then you go and say something like that, then yes, that makes you an asshole.
I don't think that it's anyone's business because who knows? Like, you could be like, oh, are you guys planning on having kids? What if they can't have kids? You know what I mean? Like, or what if they don't? But I guess if you ask once and they say no, you kind of leave it.
But there's been plenty of people that said, I'm not getting married. I'm not having kids. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that, and end up doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like, she's saying like, she's almost taking like, okay, I understand. Like, yes, take a hint. Like, I don't want to do this, but some people need a straightforward, like,
Shut the fuck up.
leave me alone.
Right.
I don't want to talk about this anymore with you, per se. So it's there.
I mean, she did make a point to say that we're not friends inside or outside of work. So I'm wondering if she just doesn't like her. Because I guarantee if her friend asked her this, it wouldn't trigger the same shit in her head.
To say, have you gotten rid of your kid yet? Like, that is that's something you say to somebody like that you don't like, that you hate,
Right.
that you're trying to get under their skin.
Right. I don't like that she said that, but at the same time, like, we don't know how many times she's asked her, like, stop, 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 stop. And then all of a sudden it's like, if I say something that's so horrible to you, maybe you'll get it. I think she is the asshole for saying that.
For saying that, yes.
That sucks.
But like, if she was to like go and be like, leave me the hell alone. Like, I don't want to talk with you about this. Clearly you're not a part of this conversation.
Right.
Like, she could have done something like that, but to just fly off the handle and be like, have you gotten rid of your kid yet? Kind of a thing.
Like, oh, can I have yours?
All right. My next one is, am I the asshole friend constantly pooping in my bathroom?
Oh.
I have a friend who comes over to my apartment at least once a week within 15 minutes of arriving, asks to use my bathroom without fail. He usually spends 15 to 20 minutes in there and goes through half a roll of toilet paper.
Oh, gosh.
After about a year of this going on, I told him I was sick of it and he's not allowed to poop in my bathroom anymore. I buy Charmin and it's quite expensive. He's pretty upset. Am I wrong? I live in the United States and he just immigrated from Ireland, if that means anything. I don't know that that has absolutely anything to do with that, but you know.
Maybe he's wondering if etiquette's different. Some, like other places or
dietary things or something, maybe.
Maybe.
But
or if like it's okay there and it's not here. I don't know.
But 15 to 20 minutes is insane.
That's like a home bathroom.
I know you say that I spend a lot of time in the bathroom or whatever, but I don't spend nowhere near that much time. And half a roll of toilet paper is insane. A lot of the comments were like, you should get a bidet and this and that. And of course that whole conversation.
Yeah, but he shouldn't do that for him. That's not.
No, I know.
But yeah, for the saving the planet and such. But wait, is he asking if he's the asshole for telling him to stop
pooping in his bathroom?
No, that's your bathroom.
Because I mean,
I don't think so.
like one, yes. If you're if you're gonna come over and do that, and you're using up half of my toilet paper, you need to start contributing somewhere, bro.
Or poop before you go.
That too, obviously.
Because he said, what, 15 minutes after he gets there?
Roughly, yes.
Then come 15 minutes later, bro. It's like he's timing it. Maybe he just likes his bathroom better.
I mean, maybe it could be quite possibly.
It's like a nice vibe in there,
Like his home plumbing can't handle his 15 to 20 minute poops, so he's got to offload them somewhere else, kind of a thing. But he was voted the asshole, and I looked through the comments when I was looking through, and I couldn't find
like a why?
Any why at all.
I mean, yeah,
like
it's
a lot of it would, like, some of them were like, the only way that I could see it is him adding that whole I live in the US and he's from Ireland kind of a thing. Right. Maybe like people think he might be like culturally insensitive kind of a thing.
Well, and what if he has like what's it called? IBS?
Well, and some people were like, that was way too long. Like, you might need to go get that checked out kind of a thing too in the comments. But no one that I saw in the comments was like talking about like, you're an asshole. A lot of it, like I said, is about using a bidet or.
Is he sure he's pooping?
I mean, if
what if it's a kink thing?
He's using his freaking half his freaking toilet paper for a kink thing, I guess. I don't know.
Like, what if he's in it and that's his kink, like to do it in other people's bathrooms?
Yeah, like, bro, I'm gonna come over to your house. I've got to do this. It's the only thing I can do. It's what I look forward to every week, man. You can't take this from me.
My Wednesday poops, dude.
You can't take it from me, man. It's my one trip that I get to take to Taco Bell, and your house is right next door.
Yeah, it's got a 15-minute marinate, and then we're gonna get it out.
Okay. So found one finally after scrolling forever.
I saw that.
They said, "You're the asshole. You can't have guests in your house whom you don't allow to use the bathroom. What the fuck is wrong?" What? Again, right there. How does that make sense?
He never said he wasn't allowed to use the bathroom. He's not allowed to shit every time he comes over. Every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, I mean.
Yeah, and everyone is like saying like, "What are you talking about?" He's using half of the toilet paper, and he's doing this every time he comes over. Like, I don't understand.
At the very least, every third time, bring a
Because
pack
I
of
also
Charmin.
don't know like how many people have to like put "you're the asshole" for them to get that tag. Honestly, it could have been just that one person they put it on there. But again, I don't know.
I think moderators do it.
Maybe again.
How old is it?
9 days old.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't think he's an asshole.
Mm-mm.
Like, dude, you're like, toilet paper ain't cheap,
Right?
and I ain't getting that freaking one ply shit. He got that Charmin money.
So this one is from Am I the Asshole, but it's a would I be the asshole. He hasn't done it yet. Would I be the asshole if I removed my wife from my accounts? So my wife and I are getting divorced, and she has made it a point that we are not going to be friends, and she wants nothing to do with me or our dog. So I'm wondering if it's okay if I start removing her off of all my accounts. For example, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, Disney, Spotify Premium, Crunchyroll, Steam Family, etc. I tried once, but she called me, calling me a petty and an asshole for removing her. No, she wants nothing to do with your dog. Take her off.
Well, I mean, yeah, that alone right there justifies it. But yes, you're getting a divorce, and she made it a point to say that you're not going to be friends,
Right?
Or whatever. So why does she think that she's going to get a free ride?
Right. That was another question. Like, is
especially with all those? That's a lot of fucking money.
She paying? Well, YouTube, right? Well, I guess YouTube TV. YouTube TV was like $70. Yeah,
$75 a month.
Netflix is what? 20 now, 24 now, I think. Hulu is, depending on what you got, it's like 40. Disney Plus is another 40.
That's a lot of freaking money. And
Spotify is like 14. I don't know what I don't know how much, I know we pay for it, but Crunchyroll, I don't know what Steam Family is. Either way.
That's like Steam is like computer games.
Is that expensive?
So like, if I was to buy a game, then she could play it for free. Kind of thing.
No, fuck that. Okay, so sorry, that was a little much. So top comment is I just saw that bitch is no longer able to access my dog flicks account. I think a lot of people are mad that she wants nothing to do with the dog, because a lot of these are dog jokes. I don't know. I feel like if she's not paying for it, she shouldn't have it.
No.
And a lot of these things, so I know that Hulu, Netflix, Disney, you can't watch them on multiple things without paying for the multiple things.
Yeah.
Because we have it at home and I also have it at work, and I have to like do the away from home thing and get the code from the email if I want to watch it at work.
If you don't want to pay extra to have it on multiple locations.
Right. So Netflix was like $15 to have it, like add a family member or whatever. And so is Disney. Disney's like $20, I think, to add a family member. But I'm like, it's not, I'm still the same person. I just have two TVs that I watch it on. It's very annoying. I've been going back and forth.
Yeah, I just...
but they're getting a divorce. Sucks to suck.
Yeah, like, again, you've made it a point to say that you want nothing to do with me or the dog.
Right.
And to deal with me, that means you're dealing with me by having access to all of this stuff. Because I'm paying for it.
Right. Do you want half the house too? You want to have access to the house?
So, because like I said, that is a shitload of money. And I guarantee there's way more that he didn't even list there.
Yeah, he said etc. So, but it doesn't matter if she thinks that you're petty and an asshole, okay?
Bye.
Just because you're not getting what you want out of whatever is happening?
Nope. I'm going to be petty. And day one, I'm changing the password. Kick rocks, Felicia.
Right. Okay, so there's a little mini update. Her, I hate you and I don't want... This is a text thing.
Okay.
Her, I hate you and I don't want anything to do with you. You, okay. I have to remove you from all the online accounts that I pay for. Her, that's petty, and I expect you to keep paying for me to access these. Him, how about I send you a bill for half the cost? Her, but I want stuff for free from you to validate to validate my existence.
Okay, this is
Him, well, that's not going to happen. Her, you are an asshole.
this is reading fake to me.
Yeah.
Like
To validate my existence.
without like, was that actual text stuff?
I think so it is from him, but I think that he's like trying to figure, like I don't want to say recreating.
Like if he's over exaggerating,
It's not like an actual, it's like this, like.
Okay, like, because if
I think he's
who
like
the hell would
saying
say
what
I
it's
need you to
going for.
validate me? Fuck you.
Right. I think it's like a he condensed it down and that's what he's getting from it kind of thing.
It's like a game of telephone
Right.
of Reddit
Right.
going on.
Which that happens a lot.
But if that's actually what she said, there's no way that that's actually what she freaking said.
Not.
If so, you need to run as fast as you can and get those papers signed now.
He's trying.
All right, my next one is, am I the asshole for the way I eat corn dogs? My 38 male girlfriend, 23 female, let's call her Brenda, and I got into a big argument recently over how I eat corn dogs. I know it's weird, there's no point in trying to defend it, but I'm a grown adult who buys my own food, and I don't think I should be shamed for how I enjoy a snack. Here's the full story. Every 2 weeks, I do a big Costco run and grab 2 boxes of Foster Farms corn dogs. When I get home, they're still a little frozen, but soft enough that I can pull the sticks out pretty easily. I put the sticks in Ziploc bags, tie the actual corn dogs up in another bag, throw them in the standing freezer in my garage, and toss the boxes. While I'm working at my laptop, I like to heat up a couple at a time. I chew the breading off, then I chew on the hot dog sticks like a fidget toy while I type. I really like the taste, and I usually just throw them away once the wood starts splintering into many pieces. We've only been dating about 3 months. I guess Brenda got comfortable enough to go through my garage, and she found like 18 bags of these stickless corn dogs in the freezer. She kept bugging me about it until I finally told her what I do. She got really quiet at first, then got upset and asked what I do with the corn dogs if I'm not eating them. I told her sometimes I toss them to stray cats or just throw them out, but in the summer I use them as crawfish bait and later use the crawfish for sturgeon bait. She freaked out about the food waste and said I should be donating them to the food bank she volunteers at. I pointed out they probably wouldn't want food I've already touched, but I said I'd donate them if they would actually take them. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that, but I've been doing this for about 16 years. We haven't talked in 4 days. I messaged one of her friends to see how she was doing, and she just said Brenda has the ick, and I should give her space. Am I the asshole?
Okay, I am so sorry. I don't understand, I don't think. So he's eating the breading and chewing on the stick, not eating the hot dog?
He's not eating the hot dog, period.
Okay.
Literally what he's doing is he's going to Costco.
Yeah.
Got my 2 boxes of corn dogs.
Right.
So from the car ride from Costco to his house, they're a little bit soft because they're not in the freezer.
Right.
He takes the sticks out from the corn dogs.
Okay.
Wraps the corn dogs up.
Just the stick.
Just the stick.
Okay.
And then takes the corn dogs, puts them in one bag, ties them up, throws them in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the sticks and puts them in a separate bag and puts them in the freezer.
And he's just munching on a stick.
Yes. He doesn't eat the corn dogs. Because when I first read this, I thought he was just eating the corn breading.
Well, that's what it said.
No. He just, because there's a little bit left on the stick.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was confused as hell too.
Right. So when I was little, I'm not a big hot dog person, but I love the corn shell.
The cornbread.
Right. But I like the essence of the hot dog on the corn.
The essence.
Right. So I used to eat that and not the hot dog part. Or I'd eat some, I don't know. I feel like even now, I don't even remember the last time I had a corn dog. Oh, Sonic. I guess Sonic has bomb-ass corn dogs. I tend to eat the shell first.
See, that's where I thought he was talking about when I first read it. And then through like just thinking, I was like, no, wait, he's not eating because even he has edits and he says that he doesn't like, he likes
the stick.
The stick part that's left on there because it's crunchy and he doesn't like the taste of it on that when it's on the corn dog.
So why doesn't he just dip Like, go get popsicle sticks, dip them in just corn dog, like cornbread, just real thin, and then fry them. And then you got your own little.
I mean,
It'd be cheaper.
that's one hell of
Two
an idea.
boxes, and he's just out here just eating sticks.
And then,
I'd be
I
pissed
was
too.
wondering.
Ick would be there, 1,000%.
Honestly, I don't even know
ick.
a freaking example.
But, like, you're being dumb. Like, why are we wasting?
He's not wasting.
He's throwing it to cats.
He's feeding stray cats. Okay, I can understand
Corn
like
dogs?
a little bit of that, but then he's using it. He says that he mostly uses it for fishing bait. So that's just like
You're gonna go buy worms and shit
people
anyway.
use hot dogs for catfish and stuff.
Right.
That's damn near the same thing. He's spending his money that he worked for to do it.
Right.
If he was just throwing it away, okay, I understand. Like, yes, you're a clear asshole.
Right.
Like, you need to figure out a different solution because that's literally wasteful.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was like, if he's just giving, like, because that's like, if doing anything for stray cats is wasteful, technically, then.
I mean,
if you want to get down to like the bare bones of it, yes,
Right.
technically, if you give anything by this logic, that anything you do for stray animals is wasteful.
I mean, we fed a stray cat for a year and a half,
No matter-
and then he just disappeared.
No
so
matter if it's regular food or cat, no, animal food, whether it's a stray dog or stray
Right.
cat, mouse, raccoon, what the fuck ever, then yes, technically, then everything would be wasteful by this logic,
right.
in my opinion. Is it weird? Yes, obviously it's
Everybody
weird.
has their weird though.
But that's like that's his comfort. That's his thing. And again, he's a grown adult. He can do whatever the hell he
Mhm.
wants. And then again, in that same token, if that's something that she finds nasty,
Mm-hmm.
that's her prerogative as well, I guess, too.
Well, I used to have a friend that, you know, the floss sticks, like this, and then they have floss in the middle
Yeah.
of them. She didn't floss with them; she just chewed on them
I think a lot of people do that.
and then threw them away.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, "Why are you not using that right?" And she's like, "I don't know. I like the taste of
I
it.
think
It
a
just
lot of people
feels
do that.
nice." But that technically that's wasting because you're not using it for its intended use. I mean, honestly, it's his life. Let him live. It's
But just take a guess what got people upset in the comments.
the fact that he's wasting it.
Nope.
What, the stick part?
Nope.
What?
The age gap.
Oh, I missed. Way over my head. What is it?
It's 38 and 23.
Ooh, that's a
She's
little
over
rough.
21 years old.
Yeah, but I don't.
It doesn't-
I'm a big like. I don't like it. It's icky to
I'm
me.
like, if it was like 18, okay, yes, you're kind of pushing it there a little bit.
Well, your brain
But-
isn't developed until what, 26, 24?
Males, it's 25. I'm pretty sure it's younger for females.
Barely. It's
But
still
either
icky. What
regardless-
does he want to do with her? Like,
Okay, but he goes into that too.
okay.
So, of course, let's see. Okay, so everyone seems obsessed with the age gap than the actual question. I met her disc golfing. She came up to me and asked if I was new and if she could help me over. And over a few weeks, we met up and she helped me add distance to my throws. Whoopee. We did a few doubles tournaments and it just sort of happened. I had
Okay.
no intention of catching feelings and my ex was majorly upset, but it happened and we are both consenting adults and see no issue with it whatsoever. And considering she left an arranged marriage to be with me, I felt like it was a win. But I feel like if I mentioned we were an Indian, you all would have understood a little bit more. We are Indian, not an Indian. My fault.
I mean,
I understand. Yes, people do have issues with those kinds of age gaps, but my thing, like mine is like, she's over the age of 21 and she's a consenting adult.
Right.
It's whatever at this point. Like, do I find it a little bit weird? Okay, yes, because I wouldn't do something like that.
I think
But
that's
that's
why it's
just-
icky to me. I couldn't.
That's just me. But
handle
there's
that.
people all over the place, and if they're happy, they're happy. But obviously, she finds his corn dog stick eating nasty. But
I
then,
never understood like the idea of an ick. If you've been like, if I've been with you for 700 million years and I find one thing that I don't like that you do, is that really negate the rest of our relation? I just don't understand that. I mean, I guess it depends on what the ick is. Like if you brush your hair to a certain, like if you like comb over your hair or you shower weird or something, like there's these, it was a big trend for a while, like, ooh, show me your ick. And like the way that people sit with their toes, like the, you know, like, I don't know, the way they play with their feet while they're watching TV or something. I'm like,
Then there was some like when a guy wears a seatbelt, like, what are you afraid you're going to get into a car crash or
right.
what? My safety, I
Or
guess.
guys in sandals or
guys
you know, stupid
dancing,
stuff.
like
That stuff,
all
I'm like,
y'all are
okay,
stupid.
let him live his life. If you don't like it, then I guess leave. But like, that's really going to negate the rest of your relationship. We're getting off topic.
Last edit says she finally called and admitted she was being childish and does not want to lose financial security. She's coming over for a bit of Netflix and chill and asked me to pick up her some Dave's hot chicken. So it looks like it's all good now.
Wait, she doesn't. The only reason is because she doesn't want to lose her financial, what was it? Security?
Financial security. But I mean,
like, I'll put up with it because I need your money.
If that's something that he's okay with, again, they're consenting adults. If that's what if she's saying that and he's okay with it, fuck it, that's y'all. Have fun, do whatever. I don't know, have all the corn dog sticks you want, bro.
All the corn dogs and Netflix. Am I the asshole for taking my niece home after my sister left her with me at a party and disappeared? I'm 31 female, and my sister has the habit of treating me like an automatic childcare at family events. She'll ask me to watch her 7-year-old, my niece, for about 20 to 30 minutes or an hour, and then disappears for a few. Usually I'll let it go because I love my niece, but I'm getting really tired of being turned into a surprise childcare. Last week, our cousin's birthday was at a park. I only planned to stay for about an hour because I had to work the next morning. My sister showed up late, handed me my niece's sweater and a juice box, and asked me to keep an eye on her for 30 minutes while she was taking care of something at work on the phone. So she went to a party and then was going to go be on the phone. That was at 2:15. By 3:30, I had fed my niece, taken her to the bathroom twice, dealt with a scraped knee, and calmed her down after a bounce house meltdown. My sister was nowhere. I called twice and texted her with no answer. Then my mom told me that my sister had left the park with 2 friends to get more alcohol. Then that's when I got really mad. Leaving the park is not the same thing as stepping away for a minute. My niece was tired and I wanted to leave. So did she. I told my mom that I was taking her with me. I texted my sister that her daughter was with me and took her back to my apartment. I made her mac and cheese and put a movie on, and she was just fine. About 20 minutes later, my sister called furious, saying that I had no right to take her daughter anywhere without her permission and that I scared her when she came back and couldn't find us. Okay. I told her maybe next time don't dump your kid on me and leave the park without saying a word. Isn't that the same? My mom agrees with my sister. My mom agrees that my sister was wrong, but says I made it worse by taking my niece away instead of waiting there. She was tired and wanted to go home badly, in whatever these things are called. My sister is now telling people that I used her daughter to make a point. I don't think I did anything unsafe. I think I got stuck babysitting without being asked and took care of a tired kid when her mom disappeared. Am I the asshole?
No. It'd be different if it was a friend that did that.
Right.
But one, again, you're an asshole because you're dropping your kid off and you just assume that she's going to be there long enough for you to go fucking gallivant and do whatever it is the hell you say you're going to do. But clearly you're going to go get alcohol. And she had to work early the next morning. Yeah, without any consideration of what the other person has going on. Like they could have been getting ready to leave when you just decided to drop your kid off on her. And she didn't ask. She was just like, "Here, I'm gonna go take this phone call. You watch her for a second." Like, no, kiss every single part of my ass. Right. But she took her home, fed her, put a movie on, made her happy, calmed her down, and honestly, by that time, it's probably time for like to wind down and go to bed kind of thing. So she actually did the mom a favor by feeding her, calming her down before bed. She was more of a babysitter in that instance. More of a mom, yeah. And if she wanted to, she could have left. She could have gave it to the mom. Yeah, and gave her to grandma. Right. But then, in a way, she kind of I mean, again, she did the right thing. Like, she texted the mom saying,
Called her
taking
twice
her
and texted her.
and taking her with me.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be different if she just dipped and didn't say anything.
Right.
But she tried numerous times. Like, okay, especially in today's day and age, you can text, and she did that. It'd be different if she just tried to call and didn't leave a voicemail.
Right.
But she tried to call multiple times, sent her a text message, and did the right thing.
Right.
While you were not out being a parent, you wanted to go and do whatever it is the hell that you wanted to go and do.
So she asked her to keep an eye on her for 30 minutes at 2:15. By 3:30, she had fed her niece, did all the things with the meltdown and all the things.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, she took her home. So it has been
Over 2 hours.
Yeah, over 2 hours. And you said keep an eye on her for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But then she finds out that she left to go get more alcohol. You can't, between the phone call with your work, hey, is she okay? You know, I'm going to run and get alcohol. If not, let me know. There's 3 other people that are going. You know what I mean? Like, check in. But
Like,
no, just disappear.
Clearly, she's being more of a parent to her niece than her own mom at this point.
Yeah. That's sad.
Like, I don't, like, because at first I thought you were going with that the grandma, was going to side with the sister. And
I did say it wrong. I did say it wrong
to
at
flip
first.
the hell out. I was like, what the, like, how does someone agree with that kind of a thing?
I mean, some people are like, oh, it's fine. Just keep the peace. I hate keep the peace people.
Fuck all of that.
You can have all my peace. I'm going to take it.
I just don't understand where this lady's logic is coming from.
Yeah, I think she just maybe needed a break, which is fine, but actually set up childcare. And it was a child's birthday party. Sounds like, because there was a bounce house, there was food.
All right, last story. And it is, am I the asshole for telling my wife my mother is correct and she needed to be a parent today and she fucked it up? I am waiting in the airport and I need to know if I fucked up or not. This week, my daughter, she's in middle school, lost a classmate. My daughter has not taken it well at all, and overall, this is her first experience of someone she knows dying. The whole class was excused from school today, and the funeral is happening right now. I unfortunately could not be there. I tried, but my PTO was denied, and we could not lose this job. I flew out on Wednesday night, and I'm coming back now. Our daughter is a mess. She was friends with the girl that passed away. The plan was for my wife, she is unemployed at the moment, to take her to the funeral/mass and just be there. My wife is more spiritual than the average person and hates all things with the dead. Funerals, viewing, and so on. This one is only a mass funeral, no viewing. She believes in ghosts and will avoid funerals like the plague. We discussed it on Wednesday and she said she would take our kid and then go to the gravesite. I got a call from my daughter sobbing that she wasn't going to the funeral. My wife was refusing to take her. When I got her to answer my call, she told me that she can't do it and she's scared to go. I called up my mom and asked her to pick up my daughter and take her to the funeral. My mom left work and took her. They're there now. I got a call from my wife after with her crying because my mom tore her a new one. The gist was my mom called her a bad parent and said that it is so fucked up that she couldn't take our kid to the funeral of a classmate. She wants me to make my mom apologize, and I told her my mom was right, that this was something that our daughter needed and she fucked up, that she wasn't acting like a parent because of her fear of the dead. All she needed to do was stay through the mass. We got into a huge phone call argument and she is calling me a huge dick. My mom is apparently getting these texts as well, and I told her not to let our daughter know that we are fighting, and if she could look after her for the day, she agreed.
It's not about you.
Nope, not at all. I would be absolutely livid.
Honestly, that would almost be divorce worthy for me. If you do not with my kids, period. Like, I know that they're your kids too, but like, okay, I'm going to try to put myself in mom's shoes. Okay, I don't like funerals. I don't like hospitals. Nobody likes that shit. But I will go to the end of the world to make my baby feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the first, like, run-in with death. Her friend died. Like, I'm going to do everything that I can to give her that closure. I'm going to take her every Wednesday to the graveside if I have to. I'm going to take her to get flowers and ice cream and put one on the, like, I'm going to do whatever I can to make her heal. I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't go, I'm scared.
But see,
Get the
also
fuck over
my
it.
thing too, like if you're like more spiritual, like, and if you're into that kind of stuff, then I would assume that you would know that, because yes, I do believe in this stuff too, to an extent, that not all of that stuff is bad. Like not all
Right.
spirits or whatever entities, whatever you want to call them, aren't all like evil and scary and bad.
Right. And
Especially when it pertains to a child. Yes, I do. Okay, getting a little bit deeper into it. I do understand that sometimes when it comes to like demons and stuff, they will disguise themselves as children and then get into the whole bag of worms and that. But again, like you're saying, this is for your child. You need to put all of your fears, whatever it is, aside to show them that you're going to be there. Because in that moment, she needed you to be there with her for this. And
yeah, you put
again,
everything away.
like grandma and dad's said, you fucked up. Because I had this happen when I was in high school. A kid passed away in the entire school. They called off the entire day of school for all grades, everything, not just his grade. And we all went to the funeral and everything. Like this kid was the quarterback of our football team. He was an awesome kid, everything.
It was a car accident, wasn't it?
Yeah, car
on
accident.
Prom night or
rolled,
something? Or not prom night.
It was one of the dances.
Yeah.
And rolled and he passed away.
See, I went to a different school and I still heard about it.
And like he helped me with like I had weights class with him. He helped me with weightlifting and all kinds of stuff. And I don't do funerals. Again, like when family members pass away and that kind of stuff, like I don't want to go, not for the simple
Nobody wants to go.
The simple fact of I don't want to be there for them, I guess, technically. But it's more for being there for the people that, the family of the people that need you to be there.
Yeah.
And because that person would want you to be there. I put away my, that's not even a fear. It's just I don't want that to be my last image of the person that I knew. Well,
and honestly, if you made her miss that, she would never forgive you.
Not at all.
Or she'd resent you for
Especially
the rest
because you
of her
said
life.
you would do it.
Right. I don't know. I feel like she was probably late to it. Excuse me. She was probably like, and the fact that grandma had to come and like scoop her up and take her, like she was already upset. It's been a rough day already. It's like she's going through so much. You put it away. And if it's so deep, that deep, take her, find a friend and be like, okay, go with her. And you sit in the car if it's really that big of a deal. But you're going to go in there. You're going to hold your baby's hand. You're going to hold her while she cries. You're going to do everything that you need to do with her. And you're going to put your shit to the side because that's what your baby needs.
And at this point, like, it's showing the daughter that I can't count on you.
Right.
And so if dad, like, because apparently dad has to travel for work, because obviously from the look of this, like he would have been the one doing it, taking her. So now it's not going to be her going to mom. It's if dad's home, I'm going to dad. If dad is away for work, I'm going to grandma. Like she's going to stop coming to you for things now.
Right. So middle school, that's what,
and
11
that's a
to
shittier feeling.
11 to 14-ish.
Because especially, I mean, it's not
6th, 7th, 8th grade.
It's not a bad thing, but like generally kids gravitate more towards mom in general to begin with.
Well, we had more bonding time probably too.
And sometimes with like, I've felt it like, why don't they ask me for things? Like you even say like, dad's right there. Why don't you ask him? Like
it's gotten better now.
I mean, I used to feel some kind of way about it a little bit, but I know it's not them not wanting, because they know, both of them know that I would never not do anything for them. I've told them multiple times, I don't give a shit what I'm doing. I could be.
Well, I think over the years, Alex has learned that if I ask you to go to dinner, you're like, I don't really want to. But if Alex asks you, it's always a
fine.
I don't care. You always rub your head. I don't care. Always.
But it's like
that's why we get that. I'm like, she's like, you know what sounds good? Lock right out. I'm like, go ask Daddy. Because if I ask him, he's gonna say no. But if you ask him, he'll be, I don't care.
But they both know that if they absolutely need anything, they can come to the both of us.
Right.
This is like starting the thing in this kid's head. Like, I don't know if she's going to be there.
She's going to be third. It's going to be dad, grandma, then you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only if I absolutely cannot get a hold of them. That sucks so bad. I'm glad that she got to go. I am glad because I think even if when she gets older, she's going to realize like, yeah, the funeral is a big part of it, but you don't technically need that to have closure, whatever. But in the young mind,
that's the last time they're going to get to see their friend.
Right. Or feel that, like feel the community, feel the love, like, everybody cries together, everybody laughs together, like feeling the community around, hey, we lost the same person. Like, let's all mesh our feelings together. Like, she's never going to have that if she doesn't get to go.
Mm-hmm. And it's like with like, because I felt some kind of, because it made me remember that with the kid that from my school, like this person had to have had like an impact on a lot of people for this to
Shut
be
down
this
the
way.
class. Yeah.
Because with him, like they had to rent out separate buildings to get that many people in.
Right.
And it's, yeah, like she wants to be there. This was her, one of her, I don't know if it was best friends, but friends.
Well, and mom said, I will take you. They talked about it.
I don't know. Yep. Mom was an asshole. Grandma was awesome. Dad would have been awesome if he was able to be there. He tried, but
he did try.
Couldn't. So mom, yep, you definitely fucked up and you need to trigger your spirituality and get over it.
So the last one was pretty heavy, so I wanted to end on something funny, just to kind of lighten the mood. It's not an Am I the Asshole? It's a Today I Fucked Up, but those are always good. So today I fucked up by laughing like a supervillain for years as a kid. Not today, but years ago. When I was a kid, I thought the way villains laughed in games and shows was really cool and funny. You know that. I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
Ha 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 kind of thing. Okay. So that's what I would do as a kid all the time for at least 5 years. Now cut to today. My real, actual, genuine laugh is a goddamn villain laugh. Now, unironically, when I laugh, I always sound like a supervillain. Worst of all is it's not even me being self-conscious. I just do it. I've had at least a dozen people comment about how my laugh sounded evil. Now, every time I laugh, I think about it and how awful it sounds. What's your villain laugh?
I already get told that mine sounds like the freaking like Joker. Like when he starts cause he starts really low and then gets freaking crazy. I don't go crazy, but like the super low, like especially when I was streaming and something would make me laugh. And then I
feel like you have like a low chuckle in it. Like
I had the Joker laugh as one of my like little alerts, and then people started calling me Joker. I'm like, thanks, give me a complex.
Well, that's what it sounds like. What he got. A lot of people are saying it's epic. Just own it. This is amazing. Somebody said Jeff Bezos. That you. And then I don't understand that.
I don't either. I'm not.
Joker 2 leaks. Is that what you're talking about?
Huh?
It says Joker 2 leaks.
I'm wondering if this was before the Joker 2 movie came out.
4 years ago.
I didn't see either of them, so I don't know.
Well, hopefully you can laugh at yourself after that. Careful OP will begin laughing at their own laugh, spiraling into a case of spontaneous maniacal laughter.
Maniacal.
Oh, there it is. I thought it was funny.
I guess that is funny that you like
living
were doing that on purpose, and that turns out like you actually already have that kind of a laugh, or you trained it, and that's how what it turned into.
Right. So I'm trying to retrain myself because I don't say can, I say can. And I swear it took my daughter 16 years to realize that I say can. Like, hey, do you want ice cream? Yeah, you can. Like, and she every time I do it, she goes, can. So now I'm trying to say can. Like, I'm trying to retrain myself to say can. It's a whole thing. Every time I say it, can.
Night and year.
Oh, shut the I also, there's another one I say. M. I say M instead of am sometimes. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, sorry. Like, making a joke, but I feel like I say sorry a lot now
You
instead of
damn
sorry.
Canuck.
Well, you know what? So I grew up in Washington and Alaska. So like a lot of my accents, like northern, I was real close. Like literally I could walk to the Canadian border. So like I have a lot of northern accent. I lost
Mannerisms.
it when I moved to Kansas because I used to say a lot. And
I would
somebody,
make so much. I would
a
make
lot
fun
of people
you
made
so
fun of me.
hard.
So I changed it to yeah instead. So I'd be like, you like French fries? Yeah. Instead of a. And
And
then,
that's German.
golly, I can't say nothing. And then
It might not be. I'm just
like my grandpa was Hispanic. So like a lot of things that I said for a long time, like I would say nothing instead of like nothing. I'm a mixed breed over here. I'm a mutt.
you're fucking Heinz 57s of dialects.
Well, and I'm dyslexic, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, fuck.
I'm just over here just living. Here I am.
Well, that's why I messed with her so hard yesterday because she typed ma'am, M-A-M instead of mom.
No, Alex did that.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's why I mess with her so hard about it because she gives
Yeah.
you such a hard time.
Ma'am.
I'm like, oh, I got her on something.
Yeah.
I don't know any ma'am. I said mom, but you said ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
I meant mom.
Mom
but
would
you
go.
said ma'am.
Well, then she made me text you. Anyway, it's been a wild day. We've been up since what, 4:50?
Yeah.
So we're in the Midwest. Shout out Midwesties. So we've had a lot of storms, and thank God, I'm so thankful. Is this wood? It's concrete, but it's close enough. We have been very lucky with
wood right here.
Oh, well, there it is. Okay. We've been very lucky with like the storms going all the way around us, like tornadoes. There was a tornado in that town. There was a tornado in that town. There was a tornado in that town. Like it kind of just went around us. Well, last night, long story short, my biggest fear in life, other than heights, is a tree falling on the house or on the car. A tree's falling. And it scares me to the point that every time the storm, like I knew it's going to storm, I sleep with my window open, not like open, but like open, just so that I can hear the tornado sirens, which I know I'm going to be able to hear it. One, I'm a light sleeper. And two, it's literally at the end of the street.
There's one right here, like literally right next door.
Oh, I thought it was on the
There's
water
another
tower.
one. There's another one right there.
Oh, well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Anyway, so it was like 4:50 and I know I looked at the clock at 4:50 and I'm like, oh, I get to sleep for 2 more hours. And then I heard like a huge lightning and immediately it was like the tree, you could hear it like when it does that like crack, like the cracking noise. And I swear before it hit the ground, I was out of bed. Like he was like, was that the, he's like, was that the, he didn't even finish. And we both got out of bed. I was in a t-shirt and underwear, hair drenched. I ran outside and my eyes weren't like focused enough. And I was like, David, the tree fell. And like, but we couldn't tell if it was like the whole tree. We could tell the whole tree wasn't there, but it was so dark and it was raining really hard and it was hailing. And then, so like we kind of tried to look and I was like, okay, well, nothing hit anything important. And I was like, I was scared it hit the fence or hit the deck or hit the house. But, and then like we realized that it only hit, like it fell perfectly. There's power lines here, and it fell like this in the middle. We'll post a picture.
Yeah, I have a picture of it.
And then I was looking out there when it started getting a little bit darker and it stopped raining as much. And so I looked out the window and I was like, David, do you see that light? There was like a little light in the tree. Well, it turns out that the tree, when the wind was blowing, it was hitting the power line. So it was like sparking.
Yeah, it was arcing. Is
that what it's called? Arcing?
Yeah, it was touching the electrical line outside and it was, contact was making it arc.
It was scary. So I called 911 and our neighbors did too at the same time, I think, because fire department came here first and they went and looked and they're like, okay, it's not on the line, but it's, thanks for calling. And then the neighbor came out we back to back. Our decks are like, I could throw a rock and hit them probably. But he's shown his light up there. So it was like, oh, thanks. Like he's showing where it's at. We're kind of showing where it's at. So then they went and looked at our side and then they went and looked at their side. And then the power people came out today. The dogs went nuts, but they were like, oh, we were told that it was like the tree was on the line. He's like, do you have power? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, well, we'll just tell them to come cut the branch. And I was like, oh. But they for real thought that the tree was on the power line.
No.
And I was like, if that were the case, you came at like 5 p.m, 12 hours later, and you're just now worried about it.
Well, who knows how many people they had to go and talk to and all that kind of stuff.
I've seen them out all day. Yeah, our driving to work, like there was trees down everywhere. There's branches in the middle of the road. It was the neighbor's tree over there is like leaning over the road now. Have you seen it like a couple houses down? But we got very lucky, so I know it's not done. We're in the middle of storm season, so.
Well, it's Tornado Alley. So.
Right. Yeah, Kansas.
It was a fun, eventful morning.
Yeah, it was.
After we found out that nothing was going crazy, I went and played my pirate game.
I drank coffee. I needed a lot of it today.
Listening to my sea shanties.
Cute.
I'm going after this. I'm going right back to it. So
Yep, for sure. Yep. Well, that was a good one.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Love you. Bye.